What's going on, guys? It's J-Ho bringing you a brand new video, and today was a very exciting day. We got a leak for Destiny 2 finally. So this poster came out today, or was leaked today, about Destiny 2. It looks pretty legit. There's a bunch of websites like Kotaku that confirm that this is a real poster of Destiny 2, or the sequel of Destiny. And also, I believe one of the Bungie employees on Twitter did say that the poster is real and it is legit. So this is our first leak or information about Destiny 2, and it is going to be called Destiny 2, as you can see by the image right there with the big 2. Pretty simple, so that's pretty good. And then we also got an image of some guardians on the left side of the poster, Hunter, Titan, and a Warlock, wearing no helmets. And since this poster is meant for promotional purposes, Destiny has in the past done some live action trailers, so this might be what the live action stuff would look like, and probably not what it's going to look like in game, but still a really cool image. And it looks like they're on Earth because we got the Traveler in the background. And then above Destiny 2, we see a date, September 8th, so somewhere around there is when we're going to see it come out. I know that the release dates from different countries are different from America or the US. So somewhere around September 8th, probably the beginning of September for sure. So that's really exciting. We don't have to wait till later on in September, like we did in the past with like Rise of Iron and stuff like that. And then above that date in the top corner, we see a little box about PlayStation exclusives. So it looks like PlayStation exclusives are still going to continue on into the sequel of Destiny, so that's going to be pretty good for PlayStation players. And then at the very bottom, it doesn't say a full sentence because it's cut off at the bottom, but it does say that there's going to be a beta, and so that's very exciting. Destiny 1 did have a beta as well, and it came out in the summer, I believe, so we're probably going to see a beta during this summer before Destiny 2 is going to drop in September. So very, very exciting. Hopefully we get some news about that from Bungie in the next couple months or so, and we can finally play a beta and get to experience Destiny 2 for the first time before the game fully comes out later on in the year. So all this is super exciting. I can't wait to find out more information, and it's going to be great. So on top of that, we also got a little bit stuff from Bungie today in regards to Age of Triumph. There was a new trailer, a launch trailer that dropped today as well. So that was pretty cool. It highlighted all the major parts of Age of Triumph. And then in the Bungie blog itself, we got a little bit more information about some stuff in terms of Age of Triumph. So the first thing is that there's going to be a quest for the Necrochasm. We know that the Vex Mythoclast is going to drop from the raid like it usually did back in year 1. However, back in year 1, Necrochasm did not drop from Crota's End. It was kind of a little bit of a quest. Before Taken King came out, there wasn't really quests in the game. The closest thing to a quest were some of those exotic bounties that we had, kind of similar to the Thorn one that came out in Rise of Iron. So basically, the way to obtain the Necrochasm back in year 1 was you had to obtain this common weapon called Husk of the Pit, and then you had to get a bunch of kills with it, and then after that you had to acquire a Crux of Crota, which is a material item from the Crota's End hard mode raid, and it was a drop on the final boss, Crota himself. And in order to get the Necrochasm, you needed that Crux of Crota, and you needed to put it into your Husk of the Pit. And then after you get all that, then you just put it in and you can instantly get a Necrochasm. So that was the closest thing we had to a quest back then, besides those exotic weapon bounties. But in terms of an official quest, it looks like they're going to do a real quest this time around with the Necrochasm. Probably going to make it a little bit easier in terms of the drop rates, because the hardest part about obtaining the Necrochasm back then was getting the common weapon Husk of the Pit to start you off. So that was the hardest part about getting a Necrochasm. The drop rate was pretty rare. Everyone was farming these story missions for those Blades of Crota guys, and you just had to keep killing them over and over, and it was just RNG if you would get that Husk of the Pit common weapon from them to basically start off getting the Necrochasm. So hopefully they do something a little bit different in terms of that part, and then it will be a lot smoother of a quest line to obtain the Necrochasm itself. So that's something that they mentioned in the blog post. And then the other major thing from the blog post regarding Age of Triumph is that the vendors at the tower are going to have weekly refreshes on their weapons and armor. So the perks on each of those items from each of the vendors are going to rotate and change every week when the weekly reset occurs. So that's really good. That's something that everyone wanted for such a long time. Everyone wanted different perks to appear from the vendors, because once you get to a certain point, only the best weapons and armor pieces are going to get purchased with your legendary marks, and so everything else pretty much no one cares about. So the fact that they're making it refresh with the weekly reset is going to make your legendary marks more viable. It's going to make you want to look at the vendors, make you want to look and see if there's stuff you want to buy. So that's something really good that they finally implemented at the last part of Destiny 1. Better late than never. So that's pretty much all the big information that came out today. I can't wait for next week. We got Age of Triumph on Tuesday, March 28th at 10 a.m. Pacific. It goes live. We're going to get the patch notes for that, and we're going to see all the new changes coming along with this live event. And then we also got that Destiny 2 leak. I'm super excited. I can't wait for more information on Destiny 2. So let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys for watching. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace!